Get your f***ing hands off me!
From an entitled citizen who tried attacking a police officer to an entitled teen who thought he could fight a police officer, this is the ultimate compilation of citizen entitlement, starting with the shocking case of Sarah Bofferding.
No! Let go of me!
On July 4th, an off-duty officer spotted a woman named Sarah acting erratically. Officers decided to stop her for a welfare check.
Stop! 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 Stop. Stop. Okay?
Take your hands off me!
Just stop. Stop.
I wasn't at Quick Trip and I didn't steal anything!
Okay. We got multiple calls about you on the north side.
Let go of my hands now!
I'm not gonna do that.
You have no right to touch me!
Yes, I do.
Sarah seemed immediately defensive and began to walk faster as soon as she noticed the cops. She was also carrying a case of beer, but dropped it on the ground as soon as the cops questioned her. If she had paid for this, she'd have no reason to quite literally run away from it and leave it behind. So it's already obvious to the cops that they've got the girl they're looking for.
You're being detained.
For what?
I already explained it. Theft. We have a couple.
For what?
Couple damage complaints.
I never stole anything!
Okay. Take your push back.
No! Let go of me!
Stop.
Let go!
Stop. So I would believe it a nuisance level at this point.
For what? I seriously
We've got
think
at least 3 or 4 investigations involving you going on right now.
The cops have notified Sarah that she's being detained or she's locking her arms to prevent them from doing this. There's no reason for her to be this defensive, and she's only making things worse. And what she tries next is nothing short of hysterical.
You have one chance.
Okay,
You have
sir.
2 seconds.
Stop.
2 seconds.
Unlock your arm.
Unlock your arm so I can
No,
get your backpack out.
explain what I
cut it
did.
off.
Otherwise, I'll just cut it.
We're just gonna ruin it.
Let go of my backpack now.
Let me see if
Want us
you
to
can
cut
get
it?
that.
1,
Unlock your arm.
2,
Sarah.
3. 1, 2, 3. Hi, Jeremy.
Why do you always have to be like this?
Sarah tried counting down from 3 as if she was about to put the officers in timeout, but obviously all that happened at the end of the countdown was her being put in cuffs. However, it would have been nice for the cops if she gave them a similar warning for what she did next.
Sarah, you're in custody.
For
I
what?
don't know if anybody can get over to Quick Trip.
So there was a bunch of calls about you breaking people's cars.
Stop. Stop.
Don't
Stop.
kick.
Stop.
Knock it off.
We're going to jail.
Yeah. We're good. We're good.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Eventually, the officers were able to restrain her and get her face down on the ground, but as you may expect, she wasn't particularly helpful with that either.
You ready for charges? Hey, I like your gun.
That's nice.
Let her go now.
No, can't do that. You're under arrest.
Then you're gonna be under arrest for illegally touching me and doing nothing. I was walking down the street. Let me go now.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Nope, not doing that.
Take the handcuffs off me. What did I do illegally? What did I do illegal? No, I did not.
Property, you resisted
Oh,
arrest, you battered
I
an
did
officer.
not. Take them off.
Okay, we're gonna stand up now, all right? Want to use your legs? Sarah, come on. Use your legs, Sarah.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Take them off now.
Stand up.
Liam,
Stand
take
up.
them off now.
Strangely, her countdown method didn't work this time either, so instead she resorted to screaming and demanding the cops take off the handcuffs. But it's unlikely she's going anywhere other than the back of that patrol car.
Stand up.
For what?
Sarah, stand up.
No. For what? For what?
Want to harm or get on the other side?
For what?
That's a hat.
Oh, shit.
For what?
Sarah, get in the car.
No, I did nothing to you. Take them off and tell it to me.
We already
what?
explained this a couple times.
For what? For what? You have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For what? Walking on the sidewalk is not illegal. Take them off.
Stop.
Take them off.
As she was taken back to the police station, Sarah still fully believed she'd done nothing wrong and was being treated unfairly.
This is illegal. Walking is... What did I do that was illegal? What did I do that was illegal? Let me go!
There is no contact with Second Street Riverside Parking Ramp inside of destination.
Illegal to be
Not
arrested.
any probation.
We didn't arrest you, sir.
Why am I? Seriously, walking on the street is not illegal.
Sarah was charged with battery to a police officer, felony bail jumping, and resisting arrest causing injury, as her tantrum did end up causing minor injuries to some of the officers on scene. Thankfully, none of the officers sustained injuries as bad as Sean Malarkey's victim did. But when the cops moved in to arrest her, things immediately started to go south.
Ma'am, step out.
Excuse me.
Step out.
No, excuse me.
Step
Get
out.
your hands off of me.
Step out of the car right now.
No.
You're under arrest.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
No, I am not.
Yes, you are.
Malarkey's behavior is erratic and her tones aggressive from the off. Her children are in the backseat of the car, but this doesn't seem to affect how she handles the encounter, and things only get worse.
I will tase you if you don't get out of the car.
You better take your hands off of me right now.
I told you you're under arrest. Get out of the car.
Why?
Because you have a warrant.
I just sent a message and I am... Excuse me.
Get out of the car right now.
No. Did somebody say that you could come into our...
Asking the cops who gave them permission to enter the property is a common tactic in situations like this one. But for the suspects, the reality is that the police are well within their rights to enter property uninvited so long as they have a warrant. With a second officer's assistance, Malarkey is removed from her car and cuffed. However, this is where things get even worse.
You did this.
No, I didn't do anything.
Andy asked you to come out.
Excuse me?
Andy asked you to get out of the car.
No, Andy yanked me.
I yanked you because I told you you're under arrest and you refused to exit your vehicle.
Are you gonna stand up and be cooperative?
Are you going to understand that my attorney has filed a motion to quash this? Has filed
We're
a
going out
motion
here, this way.
to quash this.
You hit us, you do anything stupid towards us, and we're adding
Excuse
charges
me?
on. If you hit us,
Excuse me?
or anything, let's go.
You've already hit me.
I didn't hit you. I asked you out of the car. I told you you're under arrest. Now you got a whole show for your neighbors here.
Even restrained, Malarkey's attitude does not change at all. The cop then smells alcohol on her breath, which may explain some of the bizarre behavior.
You are a shitty f***ing human being. You throw somebody down in front of their children? What the f*** is wrong with
Sit
you?
down. I told
You! You piece of shit. You know what? You are the piece of dirt that I wouldn't piss on if you were on fire.
I smell
You
an
are
odor
the-
of alcohol on your breath.
No, that's my
That's your.
I'm pissing on you.
Okay.
She defies the officer's orders and tries to leave the vehicle, then makes a point to single out the cop who initiated the arrest.
See your phone on?
Get your f***ing hands off me.
We see situations like this often, where a suspect will target one member of law enforcement and use them as a scapegoat. This is typically followed by legal threats, so they're likely targeting the officer they feel they could best build the strongest case against. However, this wouldn't work all too well.
Get your f***ing hands off me.
Cool out. If you keep resisting,
Get your
argue with that. If
You
you
know what? I'm gonna charge you with putting your f***ing dirty ass hands on me.
stop moving, let him take off your watch.
Malarkey then goes on to make violent threats to the officers. Pay attention to how quickly she tries to change the conversation after her most extreme threat.
You know what? No, do you know what he's done? If you
Stop kicking us.
I'm gonna kick you right in the f***ing
That's mean. Don't do that.
You are dead.
What's that?
You are getting sued.
No, no. What'd you say before that?
Face is
You
getting
said I am dead? What do you mean by that?
You are
Elaborate on it if you mean it.
you're getting sued.
She continues making the cops' lives difficult by pretending to have trouble getting out of the car, though it's clear from her movements that she's not actually trying. She blames the tape on her ankles and says it's the cop's fault she tried to kick him.
Put your feet down. No. Put your feet down
No,
there.
it hurts too much. You could just take it off.
Okay, no. No, you're not kidding.
No, what am I? I'm a fucking 100 pounds. You think I'm gonna take a 200-pound dude?
Well, you've already kicked at us a lot of times.
Why?
You're not gonna win.
Why?
You're gonna hurt us.
Why? Because that guy right there.
The one you tried to bite?
Okay, Sean, let's go.
Why? Could you ask yourself a question?
Sean, put your leg
Why?
She was charged with aggravated assault of an officer and aggravated DUI. This was her third DUI with a child passenger. Soon after this arrest, she was also charged with endangering the life or health of a child and violation of a bail bond and received a misdemeanor charge for resisting or obstructing an officer. Malarkey clearly had issues, but at least she didn't try to use them to escape her charges like Brittany Scholler did. You're a fraud, David. Get the f*** out of my f***ing face, you When they went to investigate, they saw their car had been rammed into by a young woman driving a red Chevy. The roads were icy and the skies dark, but something is telling the officers that there was something else at play in this strange accident.
So
I'll let you chat with Officer Lee Baker here.
Who was driving this car?
nobody was driving it. Nobody was driving it.
Hey, man.
That's my car.
Smoking. Do you
She
want
hit
fire
the
for this or no?
car and hit that one into that one.
So who was driving the red car?
I was.
You was? I mind if I talk to you over here?
Yep.
The woman was identified as 27-year-old Brittany Scholler and was easily determined to be the driver at fault in this incident. After all, she rammed into a parked car. Sensing something is off, the cop decides to ask the Shake It Off girl a few questions.
Where are you coming from?
Friend's house.
Friend's house? Alright, what were you doing at your friend's house?
Hanging out.
Hanging out? Okay, have you had anything to drink tonight?
Unfortunately, no.
Brittany is claiming she hadn't had anything to drink, but she's not doing a great job of hiding it.
Alright, so what I want to do is I just want to go back to our station, just run you through some fields, okay? So basically what the fields is, I can kind of smell a little bit of alcohol intoxicants coming from you, okay? I don't want you to do out in the cold, alright? We're gonna go, it's my job. We gotta make smarter decisions when we drive it, okay?
My little brother died 6 months ago. Which is God.
You gotta record soon, we gotta go to the station, okay? You gotta watch my squad, okay?
What the do you guys need from me?
Well, I can smell some intoxicants coming from you, okay?
Brittany is quickly becoming hysterical and making the sobriety tests essentially pointless. What's interesting is the story about her little brother, and especially how she's trying to use it as an excuse to be let go. Since this is so freshly on her mind, it seems as though this is genuinely something bothering her, and for good reason too. And with all the information we have, it also looks like she's using alcohol to forget her woes and take her mind off things. But all this did was just make things a million times worse.
My brother f***ing died.
Okay, so look at this accident and tell me if you could have caused some injury to somebody else.
You're right. So
we're gonna walk to this first squad.
You're right. My brother died in a car accident. And I miss him so much. But I've already been in jail. Dude, come on. My brother fucking died.
What I want you to do is I just want you to follow this finger with your eyes and your eyes only. Do not move your head. Do you understand?
Okay.
Any questions?
No.
Just with your eyes.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And you open your eyes for me, okay?
No, you already think I'm a piece of shit.
I didn't say that, Brittany.
No, I know that you do. You guys already think I'm a f***ing loser.
No. Brittany, I just want to make sure you're safe to drive and not putting anybody else in danger.
Come on, I can do it again. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I was in ballet, bitches, and also tap dance. So f***ing tell me about it. My little brother died 3 months ago.
No, we're not saying we don't care about that, Brittany.
Well, you know what?
And we can get to talk about that. We just gotta figure out, finish these tests, and then we'll get out of here.
The next few minutes are more of the same before the cops rightly decide that Brittany is too drunk to have been driving. But this is just the start of the case. As now she's officially been arrested, she decides to start piling on the charges, making everything worse and being downright strange.
I'm gonna fucking let everybody know you guys fucking me over, you fucking pieces of shit. No, you fucking losers. No, you guys try to have sex with me, you fucking losers. Yeah, guess what? I have your semen in my
Stop it.
fuck you.
Brittany, you have anything in your pockets? I might stick a poke in her.
What do you want out of my pocket? What do you want out of my pocket?
You got anything in your pockets? I might.
What the f*** you got in my pocket? That's everywhere semen, you
That's
fucking...
not what we gonna do. We're not gonna be kicking, okay?
No.
Do you understand me?
Brittany, we understand you're going through a lot with what's
Okay. You understand I'm going through a lot.
Okay.
A police officer assaulting me.
Brittany, stop.
You're assaulting me. You're assaulting me. Are you serious? What the What the
Brittany, get your foot in the car.
You're assaulting me.
Brittany, get your foot in the car.
You're assaulting.
She's now accusing the cops of assault of numerous kinds, as well as kicking the cops and resisting arrest. She is becoming hysterical, and nothing she's doing is helping her case. Take a look at how she acts when she's reminded again that she's under arrest.
The faster we get this process done, the faster we can call your mom.
For what? What have I done wrong?
You're under arrest for whatever you like.
For what?
For operating while under the influence. Okay? The faster we get this process done, the
Call my mom.
we will call your mom, Brittany, okay? Brittany, there's just some things that
Your f***ing officer's trying to f***ing rape me. Are you serious?
it's all been on camera.
F*** that. Get the f*** out of my f***ing face, you piece of f***.
We're not
Get
gonna
the
be
f*** out of my
What we gonna do?
face.
We're not gonna be
You.
We're not gonna
Get
be
the f*** out of my fucking face. Get the f*** out of my fucking face, you f***ing loser.
Put your feet
Imagine being a f***ing piece of shit. Get the f***
Her behavior didn't change at all for the rest of the case. She remained uncooperative while getting her blood drawn at the hospital, tried to kick officers and resist back at the station, and the cops even had to remove the chairs from the interview room because she was kicking them around so much. At one point, she even tried escaping the interview room while she was handcuffed.
No, this is not acceptable.
Stop. Take a seat.
Dude, get your hands off of me.
We can't have you walking around. Please stop.
Get your hands off of me.
I don't want you to get hurt.
This is not acceptable.
Stop. I need you to sit down.
Get your f***ing hands off of me.
96, 98, you want to come in here?
Brittany was eventually thrown into a cell and charged with felony battery to an officer, disorderly conduct, operating a vehicle while under the influence, and failure to keep a vehicle under control. Her exact sentence is unknown, but somehow, even with all of this strange behavior, she still didn't manage to get the officers as worked up as this entitled woman did.
Stop!
An officer noticed a vehicle blocking a lane of traffic with its hazard lights on and decided to pull them over for a chat. This is the strange interaction that followed.
Get out of the car. Do you want to go to jail? Seriously? Either get out of the car or you're going to jail.
Why am I getting out of the car?
telling you to get out of the car.
Why am I getting out of the car?
I got it. You're stopped in the middle of the roadway. You're violating a traffic violation. So at this point, you are being detained. Do you understand?
I wasn't doing anything besides
I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. I'm going to ask you to step out of the car.
Tell him to park in front.
Or we're going to remove you out of the car. Your choice. I'm trying to be nice. I have not been disrespectful. Have I?
No, but I don't think I've done anything to be detained for. Do not reach into my car. Do not reach into my car. Stop. Stop.
Hey, park the car.
Stop. Stop. Stop.
Get out of the car.
Oh my God.
Get out of the car. Put your hands behind
Get out
your
of the
back.
car.
Okay. Okay.
Put your hands behind your back.
Get out of the car.
Put your hands
Get
behind
out.
your back.
Get out.
Put your hands behind your back.
But with the phone recording and the immediate refusal of police orders, it's obvious this girl was acting extremely entitled. The cops recognized this immediately and knew that this conversation never goes anywhere, so decided to quickly put an end to it. The issue is the act of breaking the window did look incredibly violent and obviously got all the other protesters pretty riled up.
Can you put that car in park? Put the car in park.
I didn't do anything.
Get it in the car.
What did she do?
Yeah, it was in park.
What did she do?
County Tag 22. We got one detained. And if we can get a couple more units for crowd control. County Tag 22. Can you start FD, please? Hispanic
I am
female.
bleeding. I need an
Awake and
ambulance.
breathing.
You guys are literally pissing me off. I am bleeding. I need an ambulance.
It's gonna be for the 10:15. She's got minor cuts from glass. Relax. Okay, stay in the car. It is on the way.
What the?
Well, stay in the car.
I need to spit. I have blood in my mouth. Get away from me, okay? Just step away so I can spit. Justin!
Alright, if you're gonna scream and stuff, you will be put in the car. Stop screaming.
Can you just tell my friend to take my car, please?
I will.
You had to break my window, really?
You rolled my arm up in your window.
Because I felt unsafe.
Well,
you
I'm
guys
sorry.
are killing people like me.
I'm asking you to step out. I'm not gonna argue with you or I'm gonna throw you back in the car. Your choice.
do
You did not get out of the car. You stopped in the middle of the roadway. We asked you to get out of the car.
What is wrong with? You could have taken my eye out.
Or you could have got out of the window, out of the car, none of this would have happened. So you did this to yourself.
The rest of the stop goes pretty much the same way, but there is a hilarious moment later down the line where the cop explains the difference between being detained and being arrested, which stops her in her tracks immediately.
At most, you would have got a verbal warning and you would have been free to drive off. All you had to do was step out of the car.
If I step out of the car,
nothing was going to happen.
You did not tell me that. You said I am being detained. Step out of the car.
Yes.
Why am I being detained? Why are you reaching into my car?
A traffic
I'm fearing
stop,
for my life.
A traffic stop means you're being detained. A basic traffic stop. You're not.
I did not know that. You said I am being detained, which is I'm being arrested.
No.
Where
being
am I going? I am
and
fearing
being
for my
arrested are
life.
two different things. For someone that acts like they know so much, simple stuff. Being detained, when the lights and sirens come on, that means you're physically being detained. You're not free to leave. That does not mean you're under arrest. I would have asked for your driver's license, your registration, your proof of insurance. Once everything checked out, you would have been free to drive off.
She obviously wasn't too happy about that one. Eventually, a medic arrived to check her out and observed that she had a few minor cuts across her face and she was taken to a hospital for treatment. Nothing is known about where the case went from here, but it's presumed that any charges against the woman were dropped and she was let go with a warning as mentioned by the cop. At the end of the day, this girl didn't really commit any crimes. She was just behaving badly and not complying with the police. But what happens if you mix that with one of the most despicable crimes you can commit?
Now you seen the kids in the car left.
On the 21st of August 2021, police were called to a blood bank on a sickening call. A passerby had reported 2 children stuck in the car at the height of the Ohio summer.
213 radio. What's the temperature?
You pointed out to me that you seen the kids in the car left. I talked to the little girl. She said she don't know how long she been in here.
Okay.
One is like an infant, probably like 4 or 5. And I think the other one was like 3 or 4.
Okay.
My 3-year-old here was hanging out the car screaming, and then I saw the security guard and I asked him to come outside because this is a serious matter. And I was like, you gotta call the police. This isn't okay.
The cops do what they can to air out the car and keep the kids safe while they wait for their mother to turn up. But while they wait, they get some concerning news from the nurse.
What's your mom's name?
What is it?
Tamisha.
Tamisha. Yep. She was a new donor too. She's been in here for at least 2 hours. I know.
She's been here for a long period of time.
Yep. Long time.
Like what? 4 hours?
At least 2. I can find out the start time if that's something you need.
It turns out she'd been in the building for even longer than 2 hours. It's 11:10 now, but she'd been inside since 7:30 that morning, leaving the kids to fend for themselves in the extreme heat of the car for almost 4 hours. When she finally showed up, though, she of course had a very different story to tell.
How long have you been in there? It's only been like an hour and a half. Like, it hasn't been that long. Ma'am,
An hour and a half to get to the car. Hey, Lav, I'm gonna see when she checked in.
So she's been checked in with us since 7:30 a.m.
7:30 a.m. Okay.
Oh my God, Lord Jesus.
It's getting really warm out here now.
It's really hot.
And
And look, the baby's dressed in pants and long sleeves.
Been here since 7:30.
Been here since 7:30?
The nurse put into words what everyone was thinking. This is a nightmare scenario and a horrifying example of parental negligence, and things just keep getting worse.
What happened to her arm? Why is her arm in a bandage?
She burned her arm
Okay.
last week.
How?
She got to the arm when I was running, and I had to wait for like a hot second, and she hasn't got to the arm.
Okay, did you go to the hospital for that?
No, it was just that bad when I had, when I had a teen. So I put ointment on it, like under the counter ointment, and then counteracted. That's all I wanted to do.
Okay, I'm just gonna check it, okay? I just want to make sure it's not infected.
Tamisha, however, we received a 911 call saying the vehicle was turned off with the windows up and the kids. Hey, can you come here? Do me a favor, start reaching in the vehicle.
I'm trying to charge it so I can call.
Okay. The windows is rolled up.
Yes, ma'am.
And the kids are here alone.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Yes, ma'am.
We come here. However, they were unable. People were here, bystanders were able to, open the door, give the kids some water. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
However, this is serious. This is severity crime. Okay. You can't just leave the kids in the car unattended. All right. The car was not on.
Yeah, I know. I wouldn't leave it on.
Yeah. I mean, it's hot outside. You know what I mean?
Oh, so you mean to? Okay.
Even if it was on, people can take your children.
Yeah.
They can take your car.
Yeah.
And it's like near 85 degrees outside. Inside that car heats up very fast. And children at a young age are they're easily raise their temperature level.
All right, so I'm gonna go talk to my sergeant here. We're gonna discuss how we're gonna proceed. We're gonna go to the hospital, get the kids checked out. I'm gonna notify Child Family Services. All right, and we'll go from there. Okay. Okay.
It's crazy that the cops should even have to explain this to the mother of not just one, but 2 kids. And even worse, she's crying as though she didn't expect this to happen, and it seems she especially wasn't expecting this.
You pregnant or postpartum?
No.
Go put your hands behind. We're just detaining you right now, right?
I'm being detained?
Yes. Put your hands together like you're praying. Like you're praying. There you go.
Don't see my baby.
Yeah, stand by, alright? Hold on.
She is placed in the back of a patrol car while they wait on the medics to make sure the kids are all right. For the record, the windows on the patrol car were rolled down. The woman was hit with a charge of endangering children, but little else is known about what happened to her or her kids. But obviously, it isn't just women that can cause such concerns for the cops. There are many cases of entitled men too, and often they can be much more violent.
Dude, you want to have a gunfight? Do you?
He realizes this isn't going to be a simple one as the rider becomes immediately aggressive.
Come here. Listen, don't with me, bro.
I'm not with you.
What am I doing wrong?
You have your driver's license?
Hey,
careful. You
don't
okay?
careful me, man.
You fell over.
Yeah, you pulled me over.
Give me your driver's license.
For what? What did I do wrong?
Charlie 22, send me a second.
Yeah, Charlie 9.
The cop wisely radios in for a second unit just 30 seconds into the stop. Ryder is clearly amped up and doesn't look as though he's going to make this easy for the cop. Just seconds later, he's shown exactly why he needs backup.
I need your driver's license.
Hell no! I need your driver's license.
Sir.
Dude, don't with me.
I'm not with you, sir.
Where's my phone? Y'all having a good night? Not yet, dude. He's looking for you.
I need your driver's license, please.
Dude, I'm not giving one to you. I don't need one for this thing. You, I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
What do you mean I'm not?
Back
You
up.
work for me. You back up, dude. Don't do that. Where's my phone?
Turn around and put your hands behind your back right now.
Don't stun me, bro.
Turn around and put your hands behind your back.
I dare you to do it.
Turn around.
People watching. What are you, a rookie?
Turn around, put your hands
You know
behind
who
your
I
back.
am, bro?
After the man claims that he's going to leave, the cop has no choice but to handcuff and detain him to prevent him from driving away. But as you can tell, this is going to be a little harder than he expected.
Put your hands behind your back. You work for me. Fuck you mean?
Daytona unit right next to me over at the Ocean.
Bro, you're fucking up right now.
Shop. Can you have him come over?
What are you, a little? You got
Go.
little?
You are under arrest.
For what?
Turn around, place your hands
What
behind
did
your
I
back.
do wrong?
Turn around, place your hands behind your back.
Hell no.
Up to this point, the cop and the suspect have been going around in circles. The only way out is to wait for backup to arrive, because there's no way this guy is getting up anytime soon. However, things change very quickly from this moment onwards. As you can see, the man is reaching into the bag on the back of his bike. Already, this isn't a great idea, as it can scare the cop into thinking he's reaching for a firearm. But wait until you see what he says next.
You better put that taser away, bro. Dude, you want to have a gunfight? Do you?
Turn around, put your hands
Hell
behind your
no.
back.
Dude, don't hit me with that.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
Hell no.
Keep your hands right where I can see them. You're about to get tased. Keep your hands out.
What? Yeah, I'm leaving, bro. Follow me
Charlie
home.
22, I have one at taser point.
Don't touch me. Fuck you. Dude,
Get off.
Bro. Yo. You guys fucked up, man.
Put your hands behind your back. Put you on the goddamn hand behind your fucking back. Roll over.
Dude, stop doing that to me, man. Stop resisting. What do you mean, fuckface? Yo, man, what are you stop?
Can you stop? Can you stop?
Pick me up then. What the fuck you doing? You drop my bike, pick it up. I ain't drunk, you smacked my head.
Get down, man.
Sarge.
Get in.
Dude, fuck you, bro. Dude, give me my house keys, bro. I got my 2 kids at home alone, dude. Give me my phone. What the fuck, dude? Tell me what I did wrong, bro. Crazy, man. What's wrong with you? Man, shame on you, bro.
In the first few seconds of the ride, the cop realizes the man has kicked off his shoes and brought his hands underneath his legs. He's trying to make things as awkward and scary for the cop as possible, so he decides to have one final chat with him to put him in his place.
You already been stupid enough tonight. Can you stop
Dude, I didn't do nothing wrong, bro.
Are you gonna let me talk? Or you just gonna keep running your mouth?
Dude, your friend dropped me, bro.
I dropped you. He didn't do anything to you.
Dude, I didn't do nothing to him.
Are you gonna let me talk? You're just gonna keep running your mouth.
Yeah, I'm gonna pay $500 to go home tonight to my son. I'm gonna take my bike home too.
So you're not gonna shut up?
What did I do wrong?
I'm trying to explain it to you, but you won't shut up. He pulled you over for a very simple.
He didn't pull me
All right, get back in the car.
He didn't pull me
Get back in the car.
All right, wait. He pulled me over.
No, I don't. No, forget it. I'm trying to talk with you. You won't shut up. So get back in the car.
Wow. Yeah.
After that very productive interaction, all that was left was an awkward ride back to jail, where the man was charged with resisting an officer and operating a motorcycle without a license. Somehow he managed to dodge the charge of threatening an officer, but this girl wasn't so lucky.
Don't you ever put the me, I'll spit on you.
On the 18th of July, this cop was responding to a burglary call in the Volusia County area. However, it later turned out that he had actually gone to the wrong street entirely, but that didn't stop him from making an arrest that afternoon.
Hey, stop the car. Stop! You stay here?
No.
What are you doing here?
Why does it matter?
Turn the car off. Turn the car off now. Turn the car off.
That's why it's not
Turn the now. Turn the
Hey, what did you do? Because I'll punch you in your... Don't ever forget that. I'll punch
Central,
you
give
in
me
your
a second,
Hold on,
unit.
let me go.
Hey.
Let me tell you something.
Explain to you what we're
Don't you ever
doing.
put your hands on me and I
am
don't stay
responding.
here. I don't give
Hold
a...
up. I'm responding
Don't you
to an
ever
alarm call.
put your hands on me and I didn't turn up on you.
The cop started out friendly but quickly became more serious as the driver tried to leave without talking to him. Remember, he's conducting a burglary investigation. Any suspicious activity is heightened because he knows there's a criminal in the area. This girl was just in the wrong place at the wrong time, but a friendly conversation would have been a much easier way to resolve the situation. Instead, the girl decides to get even more violent and says this.
Stop
You're not
touching
under-
me.
you're not under
I don't
arrest.
care. You came in this hostile. Don't you ever put the on me. I'll
Under
spit
arrest.
on you.
Stop.
You're pulling my hair. What the wrong with you?
Get down.
Hey, almost chill, bro. Chill, bro. Babe, stop. Babe, stop.
40 Central, I'm stepping up. Get down now. Get down now. Turn around and put your hands behind your back. Get down.
Move in the car. Move it. Stop. Push it to the ground. Okay, babe, just chill.
You're gonna chill out.
Come on, chill.
Stand up. This didn't have to be like
Stop
that.
touching me. It did, because you were aggressive for no reason. You know you're wrong, and I take your whole job.
She's claiming that the cop was aggressive for no reason, but did this wave seem aggressive? This girl has everything totally twisted and continues to resist even after numerous other officers arrive at the scene.
Check her
You
cuffs.
can't say to me. Fix my up.
I will if you would just for a second, okay?
Fix my cuffs.
Turn around and I will
I
fix them.
asked way too many.
Will, so just turn around and relax for a second.
No, what the you doing? I gotta do your job. Stop pressing on me because I'm not resisting. My wrist already.
Okay, I'm trying to put on new ones, so relax.
People.
The cops eventually managed to fix the girl's cuffs despite 2 more minutes of kicking and screaming, and finally get her into the back of a patrol vehicle.
Oh, bro, my mama. Bro, my wrist still hurt.
Right there, right?
What are you talking about?
Is it left or right?
My wrist hurt.
Put in my car now.
Don't push me because I can get in myself.
Okay, then get in.
My wrist hurt though.
Get
my
in.
wrist hurt. Get out of my face.
Okay.
With you. Fix my
Despite not being the burglary suspect and having no criminal record, this girl managed to turn what should have been a short conversation into a battery charge. Apparently in the initial scuffle, she kicks the officer multiple times, threatened him, punched him in the head multiple times, all as well as screaming many horrific insults at him. This girl was the perfect example of why you should never threaten the cops. But the girl in this next case took things to the next level.
Get the off of me. They was gonna kick them kids out for running around playing any way. I've been here, I'm right here before, I know how that shit go.
The cops spend some time talking with the woman in the red coat before the girl in gray comes back down to give the cops something to worry about.
Come on, let's see. Everything was funny when the grown ass man was recording these little ass kids. Oh, do you? I don't know what happened. I do. When them kids had me and see what the they said, I feel some type of way.
This is no way to be acting in front of anyone's kids, especially your own. It's also funny when you realize there's about 4 kids, some younger than 5, and it's the adult woman who's throwing the tantrum. And she doesn't even stop for another 3 minutes until, out of nowhere, she claims that she's being racially profiled while being kicked out of the hotel.
Can y'all stop recording them? They kids. They gonna do what they do. They kids. They didn't care. They thought it was funny and thought it was a joke because they was black kids. And that's not funny for us to be in a place we paid our money in for them to think it was okay. They black kids. That's not fair to get racially profiled at the age of 9 and younger. Don't white people care about them? No, they didn't.
At least now we know what she's actually mad about. But now she's latched onto this narrative, she's starting to get angrier and angrier by the minute. Until at last, the cops decide they have to step in and put a stop to this. However, perhaps predictably, this just makes her even more mad.
One more word out of you, and I'm going to take you to jail.
And guess what? I'm recording you. I'm recording you.
Get out of the building.
Don't touch
Get out of the building.
Don't touch me.
Or I'm going to take you to jail.
Let's go. Let's go.
Right now.
Don't touch
Right
me.
now.
Don't touch
Right
me.
now.
Don't touch me.
I'm telling you.
Oh, and I'm recording you.
That's
so
fine.
leave
Let's
me
go.
alone.
Get your stuff.
Let's go.
Get your stuff and go. Get your stuff and go. I will take you to jail.
Okay. Okay. I'm a coming lawyer.
That's fine. Out the door.
No, I ain't
Out
gonna
the door.
come. No, don't touch me. Don't touch me. I asked you not to touch me.
You're under
I
arrest.
said, no,
You're
I'm
under
not.
arrest.
No,
Yes, you
I'm
are.
not.
Yes, you
no,
are.
I'm not.
You're resisting
I'm already
arrest.
at the door. I'm already at the door.
Too late.
No,
Too
I'm
late.
not. No,
Too
you're
late.
not.
Yes, ma'am.
No. Get
Yes,
off of me.
yes,
I
yes.
asked you to get off of me.
Stop.
I was already at the door. You can't arrest me. Get the off of me. No.
Careful, sweetheart. Come on.
Out the door.
If she was so worried about protecting her kids and making sure they were happy, she's done a terrible job by getting arrested and distressing them far more than they were already. Back in the patrol car, the woman kept the attitude up, which certainly didn't help her case when the cop discovered something crazy.
After the fact, you put me in handcuffs. You were supposed to tell me that the fact you were putting me in handcuffs, and I think you forgot that. So tell me my rights.
You have the right to remain silent.
No. You were supposed to tell me that when you arrested me, so I think you might want to let me go.
Okay. I'm going to not do that. Looks like you got 3 warrants for your arrest. That stinks.
So I just really
got one on Blue Ash too.
Even better.
I tried.
I know you did. I do really appreciate that. Okay?
And you got kids right here.
Right.
And I'm as the manager was trying to tell her to calm down, I'm trying to tell her to calm down too. Like, you got kids in here.
Exactly.
Like, you is intoxicated. Like, just try to lay down and go to sleep.
If she'd have taken this advice, she might have ended up staying in the hotel instead of the jail that night. She was brought in on all 3 of her warrants and charged with disorderly conduct to boot. Alcohol is a common denominator in many of these cases, with intoxicated suspects often getting much angrier than they would sober. And there's no better example of this than our next case, where a woman actually called the cops on herself before threatening the cops and demanding they leave.
You need to get away from the house. And you.
Yeah, I don't like you either, so as long as we understand.
I am a nurse, and I did 12
You're an
years
LPN?
of it.
Yeah.
And you need to get off. And I told you, this is a locked building. Get outside of my building now.
The woman is clearly intoxicated and completely unaware of what's going on. Remember, she's the one that called the cops to her building, but it seems she's completely forgotten exactly why she did that and is now taking offense to the police's presence in her building.
You're a lieutenant?
No, I'm not a lieutenant.
So get down!
Because I'm not a lieutenant.
I said get down!
I dare you to touch me. That'll be great.
Oh, that would never happen.
Who called? You or John?
I'm telling you to get out of my building.
What's going on?
Because I'm sick. I need to go to the hospital.
What's wrong?
Anxiety. Why is this happening? Why? We're not even speaking anything. Tell him to get out. Bye. Bye.
Tell us why you called or go back inside.
Bye.
You want to tell us why you called?
The cops are clearly not fazed by the woman whatsoever and are just there to do their jobs. They were called by the woman and want to get to the bottom of why. If they can determine that it was done maliciously with no good reason, they can charge her for wasting police resources. But with the way things are going, she's about to catch a disorderly conduct case as well.
You don't ever come around my door.
How about this?
Here.
Don't call us and I won't come back here.
I will have you disbarred.
Okay?
I
Have me disbarred. Please do it.
I was a nurse for over many years.
I don't care.
Exactly. I don't care!
I think it solved itself.
And you don't ever walk up my stairs!
Get inside.
Do not walk up my stairs again!
I'm gonna treat you like a 4-year-old and start counting if you don't go in there.
I have a lot building. Raphael, you lot building.
Let's just go inside.
I'm telling you.
Let's go inside.
Don't ever, you do not ever come in my building.
Shut up.
The officers know the woman is just extremely drunk and confused, and staying on her property is just making things worse. So they decide to just leave and hope she manages to settle down. But before they do, they see her leave her apartment and start attacking one of her tenants.
Put your hands behind your back. Knock it off. Stop it. I got it. Hold on.
I'm going to jail. I did something bad.
Yeah, you're going to jail. We give you a lot of expense.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
After her arrest, the woman was taken to the police station for further processing, where she continues to be loud, angry, and awkward as ever.
Listen, my name is Stinson. My name's Ann Stinson. Call my family.
Look at the camera.
No, take my... No. I said no. No. Take my watch.
Are you going to be able to get through this?
No.
Oh.
Because he
You're going to
is...
be able to get through this problem. Why is he? Okay, listen
He
to me.
did wrong.
Are you listening?
I didn't do anything wrong. He did this. He
Would
did
you like to have
No.
calm down?
It took a while, but the woman was eventually processed and charged with disorderly conduct. Joshua Scott wasn't so lucky, though. His night ended in one of the most disgusting ways imaginable.
Did you step in dog shit or something? You stink. Jesus.
In the early hours of the 11th of June, 2022, cops were approached by a 33-year-old male who quickly fled the area on foot. The cops lost sight of the man, but immediately after, a group of girls approached the officers asking why they didn't stop the man, as he'd apparently assaulted one of them.
For what?
Smack my sister.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, there's a guy. She running down this way. Smack my sister. What do you look like?
Stop yelling. Stop yelling. We will help you, but you need to stop yelling. What did he look like?
Why are you guys sitting there and he's running?
I have no idea what you're talking about. You guys are all drunk right now. I need you to calm down.
What did he look like?
The girls are clearly intoxicated and aren't making much sense. For the cop to help, he needs them to slow down and stop screaming so much. Looks like he's gonna have a hard time getting that to happen.
The guy that just ran to your guys' car.
The man that ran here. I'll talk to
Where
you.
did that guy go?
Talk to him. He went this way. Just stay here. Talk to him.
Where did that guy go that just talked to you guys?
I don't know. He didn't talk to
Was there
us.
a guy that just talked to you?
Yes, he walked up by us. I don't know where he went.
That's the guy that just smacked my sister in the mouth.
The cops take some time to talk to several witnesses who identified the man as Joshua Scott and claim that he'd been having a pretty rough night down at the bar. He was obviously drunk and was yelling at the bartender, claiming that he had lost around $1,500 there that night. He was also trying to start fights with multiple other patrons before hitting a girl in this group and fleeing from police. Now the cops knew all the details. They were able to start searching, and it didn't take them long to find him.
Hey, brother.
Hey, it's me, bro.
You want to step out over here, please?
Yeah, no.
Thank you. I appreciate it. What's going on tonight?
They were trying to beat me up a little bit.
Just stop 1 second. Do you have an ID on you?
I don't know.
Okay, what's your name, partner?
Joshua.
Joshua, can you just keep your hands out of your pockets for me?
You don't need my analysis to know that Joshua is extremely drunk, but at least he's being mature. The cop also noted a foul smell coming from Joshua, It wouldn't be revealed until later what it actually was.
Here, just put your hands in your pockets for me. Let me just pay you down. Make sure you ain't got no weapons, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. Did you step in dog shit or something? You stink. Jesus. Let's walk over here. We're gonna walk right out towards the road for me.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you, brother. So you hit one of them, it sounds like, correct?
No.
Why'd you hit one of them?
I didn't hit one of them. If you hit me 3 times, I'm gonna have to defend
So you're saying
myself.
that they hit you a couple times?
Of course.
Where'd they hit you at?
In the face every time.
They hit you, which one hit you?
The chick that had the darker hair, she was bigger.
I need you to stop fucking up on me. Take a step
Okay,
back.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Question is, will he go down easily?
I told the woman to not hit me.
Why was she hitting you in the first place?
Ask her. Go ask her.
We're talking to her right now. Why?
Go ask her. I can't tell you why. I don't know.
Stop yelling at me, please.
I don't know her perspective on shit,
keep
bro.
yelling-
I'm not gonna answer your fucking questions anymore. No, I'm telling. No, no, I'm
Turn around.
telling.
Put your hands behind your back.
Bro,
put your hands behind your back.
I wanna go to jail.
Stand up.
I'm trying to understand where you're.
Well, you're not
coming
making
from.
any sense. Stand up. 1, 2, 3. You're gonna start yelling and raising your voice at me, and you're telling me that nothing makes sense? I got nothing for you.
It has nothing to do with
Keep walking. We're gonna walk right over to the squad car.
I will keep walking because
Thank you.
I'm gonna walk right over the squad car because I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy.
The officer takes him to his colleague's squad car where he's then taken back to jail. But on the ride back, he only starts to make things worse for himself.
Battery, disorderly conduct, and then... Yep. And then...
Somebody who I told straight up come at me.
The problem is, right now...
Oh,
is
she's
you
a
also-
female!
You already have warrants.
I don't give a fuck about my warrants.
What happened to the cooperation I was getting before? You were really nice with me, and then all of a sudden you got real pissed.
Bro,
You
I
started-
got pissed because your buddy took me on the fucking curb like I'm a piece of shit.
Well, you can't raise your voice.
Yo!
Stop.
Shut the fuck up!
Okay.
You think you are the fucking cure, but you're the fucking cancer.
Okay.
Shut the fuck up. I want to hear the ones that have to take me in. Because they're the ones that know that you're the fucking piece of shit scum of the
Why are you getting so angry?
Later into the car ride, Joshua even started to get physically aggressive and started slamming his head into the side of the cage in the patrol car.
I'll go to jail for 4 fucking months, and I'll never see my fucking kid for 4 fucking months, bro. I'm not gonna see my fucking kid for 4 months. God,
Stop. Stop doing that. Stop. You need to calm down.
Feels like that, and that, and that. And you know why? Because I'm not gonna see my fucking kid for the entire summer, bro.
Can you calm down for me, brother?
No. Why the fuck should I? Right now, did you just hear my fucking life story? Did you just hear what the fuck I spilled out to you? No, you don't fucking hear shit. Next time I fucking see you, I'm gonna want to fucking strangle you.
Are you making threats towards a law enforcement officer? Because I'll charge you with that too. That sounds like a threat to me.
Face that I recognize.
So you're saying you're going to strangle me if you recognize me?
I would say.
Because you're like this close to getting charged with threatening a police officer. It's unbelievable.
How the fuck would you take it? How the fuck would you be in my situation and not feel the same goddamn way? You're a dickhead. That's all I gotta say.
Okie dokie.
Back at the jail, the source of the foul smell became apparent. At some point in the evening, Joshua had defecated in his pants, likely sparking the officer's decision to take his colleague's squad car instead of his own. Joshua was charged with felony threat to an officer and misdemeanor counts of bail jumping, disorderly conduct, and battery. But alcohol can be just as dangerous in the hands of some people, just like it was in the hands of this entitled drunk driver who crashed into the side of someone's house and ran. On the 22nd of October 2022, a man called police after hearing a car crash into the side of his house.
So you didn't see the crash? You heard it?
No, I heard it and I looked and there was a car against my house.
What did she look like, the one driving?
Dark hair,
Dark hair?
nice looking girl.
Nice looking girl. What was she wearing?
Well, my wife said black.
All black.
This has technically become a manhunt now, as the driver is nowhere to be seen and has fled the scene of a crime. The cops spent some more time questioning the homeowners before searching the vehicle. It turns out the woman had left her purse behind, which contained her driver's license and multiple other forms of identification. Now, the cops had a name, Stacy, as well as a picture of her. The cop found it odd she'd leave her purse behind, as it implied she was planning on coming back to the crash. But just a few minutes later, the cops would receive damning evidence that this wasn't the case.
Hi there.
How you doing?
Not too bad, are you guys? The reason I ended up pulling you guys over, you guys were coming from that area over there. Did you end up just getting in a crash?
No, we live around there, but yeah.
What's your name?
My name?
Yep.
Stacy.
10-4, I've got her over here. It is Stacy. Okay. So, Stacy, can I have you come out of the car so I can talk to you a little bit more?
It's already obvious that she's not exactly sober, but what's shocking is how she was undoubtedly trying to flee the scene. She'd left her purse, ID, and vehicle behind that's actually registered to her. It wouldn't have been long before the police were at her door with more than a couple of questions. Now the police have her at the side of the road to ask her what happened, but it seems she has a plan to try and outsmart the cops by refusing to tell the truth.
Are you ready to be honest with me now?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened?
What do you mean?
What happened with the crash?
What crash?
You ended up hitting a tree. Do you remember that?
No.
No? You're not going to be honest with me right now?
Well, I mean, I'm
A neighbor
not...
said they saw you get picked up.
Huh?
A neighbor said they saw you get picked up.
Okay, well, I mean, that's fine.
So I'm giving you a chance to kind of give me your side of the story of what's going on right now.
I mean, there's really no side of the story to give. I don't understand what you're wanting me to give you.
Okay, well, I want you to be honest with me. That's what I want you to give me.
Well, there's nothing to be honest about. I mean,
Stacy seems to think that she didn't do anything wrong, or at least believes that she can lie and outsmart the cop by telling a different story. But remember, the homeowners told the cops that they saw a young woman wearing exactly what Stacy is wearing exit the vehicle and leave the scene. It's pretty obvious that she's lying, but Stacy doesn't seem to realize this and continues to lie through her teeth to the officer.
the truth is, like, my car is, like, probably at my house. And, you know, I'm sitting here with my dad.
Well, the house that you crashed into, they talked to you and tried to get you to stay there.
Well, I didn't crash into anybody's neighbors.
Your car is stuck in their house.
Well, that's hearsay.
Was somebody else driving your car?
No, absolutely not.
So it was just you driving?
Well, I wasn't driving.
But you just told me absolutely not, nobody else was driving.
The conversation goes in circles for around 10 minutes, with Stacy continuing to spew confusing statements at the cops the whole time. And what's worse is that at one point, she even tried throwing her dad under the bus by saying he was driving.
No, I was not driving.
I'm not going to argue with you about that.
My dad was driving.
Okay, your dad already confirmed that he was not driving the black car.
No, he was, though. He's driving the vehicle. And so, I mean, what can I do?
Okay.
I don't want to...
Right now what you can do is you can give me an answer on whether you would want to do some field testing right now.
No, I don't want to, because he's the guy that was driving the, you know...
So you're passing your options to do the field testing?
Yeah.
Okay. So at this point, you're going to be under arrest, okay?
Why?
Because you're very intoxicated.
Stacy is quickly searched and then put in the back of a patrol vehicle, but before they can take her back to the station, they have to give her dad the bad news.
Based on what happened, I believe she was into a couple of crashes. She hit a tree in a house.
Oh my God!
Somebody
hit the house itself.
Yeah. Anybody else show up with her when she got there?
No.
Did she say she was with somebody?
She babbled something by before, and then, you know, and I couldn't make sense of anything.
Sure.
She was probably so worked up.
Can you please inform me what I'm being charged with?
Yep, I told you it's going to be an OWI. It'll be fourth.
A fourth OWI. But I wasn't driving.
And you did hear that right. This was her fourth drunk driving charge, proving precisely what type of person Stacy really is. And of course, she also caught a hit-and-run charge for fleeing the scene after causing property damage. But Stacy wasn't nearly as entitled as this next girl, who had a plan to get out of her reckless driving charge. I'm too cute for prison. Don't do that to me. On January 5th, 2022, officers responded to a car accident. As soon as they got on scene, they were given some useful intel by a witness.
She's drunk. And she already said that I don't want to get a DWI
Okay.
in a single car.
Okay. Thank you.
Was she in the wrong lane? No, she was on that side. See, I was coming this way right before the curve, and she blowed around me. Blowed around another car to make the curve. Jumped the curve. See her train right there, hit the curve, and then slacked this. I don't know what the deal was.
It sounds like this driver completely lost control of the vehicle and was lucky nobody else got hurt. But if they want to understand exactly what happened here, they're gonna have to talk to the driver, and it doesn't take long for them to figure out the situation.
So they said you're not having anything medical.
No, sir.
Okay. Now, just based on this driving behavior
I know.
and what people have been saying when we came on scene, would you be willing to take some standardized sobriety tests?
Absolutely.
How much have you had to drink today?
Not very much.
Okay, what is not very much?
Like the legal limit.
Okay, which is what?
Like not very much because I ate and I drank water in between.
Choose. The driver is being honest and complying with the cops' request to take a field sobriety test. But unfortunately, the sobriety test quickly shows the cops that even if she's acting nice, she's still a criminal that put many other lives in danger.
All right, man. Go ahead and put your hands behind your back for me, okay? You're being placed under arrest for DUI. All right, I'm gonna have to pat you down before I put you in my unit, okay?
The cop pats the girl down before placing her in the back of his patrol car and reading her rights. But this is when she starts to put her plan into action that she thinks will cut her loose.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. God.
You don't need to apologize. I'm doing my job. That's all.
I know, and I respect that. I respect.
Have you ever been arrested for a DWI before?
No, sir. I've never been arrested, period, so. I hope at least I'm like one of the cuter people that you've had in your cop car. Do not confirm or deny, please.
Yeah, I can't talk about that.
Yeah, you can. For legal purposes. I'm too cute for prison. Don't do that to me. Anyways, I'm sorry you're stuck with me, though.
That's alright, I've been, like I said, with worse.
Back at the station, the seduction doesn't stop.
Alright, so I'm gonna count this in front of
I remember you. You would come up to the Alcatillo with your face mask and be like, that man is so fine.
Yeah.
And then, respectfully though.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, because, I'm a mess right now. You had your face mask on, but I was like, that man is so fine.
Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's get back to
Obviously,
business,
nobody
though.
wants to date anyone that's looking like this, so yeah. You are such a handsome man.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I do.
Okay. I'm getting prepared.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You don't need
I hope I haven't been disrespectful.
No,
I hope I
you-
haven't been disrespectful to your job.
But even as she waited for her medical examination, she couldn't resist flirting with the officers in an attempt to lessen her sentence.
What do you suggest?
You're there, so go ahead.
Okay, maybe a little. You're right.
Hey, come over here. This way.
Oh, sorry. I just want to say hi. I'm sorry.
Wild, man. Just come over here.
I'm sorry.
It happens.
You lead the way.
Yeah, just have a seat. Right.
How the hell am I supposed to know? Hi, Brandon.
What are you doing?
I'm a felon now.
Oh, why you should?
I still have to triage every. Look how cute he is.
Okay.
Because you're so cute, sir.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hey, might as well choose to be happy if you're in a shit situation.
You shouldn't be.
Plus, I got stuck with this cutie. I got stuck with the cutest dog.
Yeah. Thankfully, this didn't seem to change anything in her charges, as she was hit with an aggravated DWI and reckless driving. Many people are critical of this girl's actions, but positivity and attempted seduction is much more preferable to violence and hostility, and especially preferred over this.
Stop right now!
This time, the officers were called into a domestic violence case between a male and a female. As the cops arrived, the officers noticed the woman disengaging and walking away from the scene.
Miss, stop! Stand there.
Don't tase her.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
Stand there.
Nice, please, okay?
Stand there. Stand there.
The cops yelled at her to stop, but before they could react, she started to sprint away from them.
Stop right now!
Stop!
Roll over on your Stop it.
Put your hands behind your back.
My hair, please stop.
Put your hands behind your back.
I want to cooperate. Please stop.
Do it now.
I can't breathe.
Put your hands behind your back right now.
Please. My hair is in my face. Please.
Put your other hand behind your back.
Hey, step it. Ben, step it.
Looks like her master plan didn't work out too well. The cops have dealt with plenty of cases like this and know they will have to be firm with the woman or else she'll keep screaming and resisting.
Do not pull away from me. Do you understand? You are under arrest. You are going to comply. You are not going to pull away from me.
If you quit resisting, then
Yeah, you fucking deal with it. Come here, you feel on silly faces, bitch.
What is your name, miss?
I don't have a fucking name.
Okay. Well, you do.
No, I don't.
Stop trying to pull away from me.
My hair's in my goddamn mouth, dude.
As usual, before the cop can leave her in the car, he has to search her, something she seems to be heavily against.
Hold still, please.
No, you're not supposed to be doing that.
Then stop fighting me.
You're a man. You cannot
Tough
fucking
shit.
touch me.
Tough shit. Right
You
now, it's all we
cannot
got.
touch me.
That's all
no,
we got.
You need to get her over here. You cannot touch me.
Stop it.
Stop fucking touching me.
Stop it.
You cannot touch me.
Jenna, don't you kick me or you're going to go to the ground again. Get over here.
You fucking dick.
You just added another charge by kicking me, by the way.
With the help of a female officer, they finally managed to search the girl and get her secured in the patrol car. So they decide to talk to a couple witnesses to get extra insight on what happened.
I was sitting in front of my window and they came up with a stop sign. And basically, she was all over him. He didn't really do anything. But she kept grabbing him, ripped his shirt open, kept jumping on top of him, trying to get him to the ground. They finally did get to the ground, but then came back up and wouldn't let him leave or anything else. Well, at first I'm like, are they just screwing around?
Yeah.
Because she was all over him. And
You said she said she was like jumping on his back or something?
Okay. And then she kept grabbing at his throat. And like, I'm calling this in.
With this, the case seemed open and shut, so the cops took the woman back to the station where she was charged with felony battery of an officer, as well as misdemeanor counts of resisting and disorderly conduct. Various pieces of drug paraphernalia were also found on her person, which she was also charged for. Most of the charges were eventually dropped, except for the disorderly conduct and resisting counts. However, these two men weren't as lucky after they were spotted clear as day on CCTV trying to steal hundreds of dollars worth of store goods. On September 25th, 2022, two men were seen purchasing a Halloween costume at Walmart. Seems harmless at first until you realize they had two duffel bags filled with store merchandise that they didn't intend on paying for. Luckily, an employee noticed the two suspicious customers and called the police officer to stand outside the entrance, waiting to catch them.
How's it going? We can go in here and talk. We're gonna walk in there. Stop. Do it.
This is a risky takedown for the officer. It's a one-on-one fight and he's got no idea whether or not the man is armed. So he radios in a 1018, a code informing other cops that they need to get there urgently to back him up. But for now, he's still on his own and he has to make sure this guy doesn't get away.
Stop fighting! You're gonna get tased! Lay down! Lay down! That's not what it is. Stay down! Watch.
Unfortunately, the cop completely misses the taser and the suspect is able to run away and escape through a back exit, but not before a backup unit arrives just in time to spot him sprinting away outside.
Get on the fucking ground! Put your fucking hands behind your back! Hurry up! So let me talk to you. Get the f on the ground. This guy out there. You're making me do it. Yes, he is. But please down. You. Yes, sir.
977. Maybe on the west side of Walmart.
Hey, look.
This cop has a better time of taking down and restraining the suspect and manages to get him on the ground and in cuffs. But remember, this guy wasn't alone, and the cop's attention was now turned to finding the other man seen on the security footage. Conveniently, though, they wouldn't have to look far.
Man, you said you were walking your friends. Take off.
I know, calling my girlfriend to get
Take off.
Keys,
You've been following back and forth with this guy. Go. I know you're with him.
Keys.
Leave.
Okay, I pay for my shit. I got money in my fucking pocket.
Leave.
All right.
You can walk around and away.
Touch me too, bitch. What's wrong with you? I'm calling my girlfriend to get his car keys.
He was with him. His wife.
I take that one thing and then he decided to take off with all his stuff.
You need to walk away from me, man. You need to go.
I'm waiting for my girlfriend, man.
You staying right with me everywhere I go.
No, I'm fucking going this way, motherfucker. Get my fucking girlfriend for the car keys. What's wrong with you, man?
You want him in the store? You want him in the store? No, it's trespassing.
Just come outside because we're gonna make a bit. Why?
Because we're done with you.
Hey, look, I'm calling my girlfriend. Hey, look, I'll resist, man. Look.
Go on the ground.
Rosario, they got me right here in the front. They're handcuffing me too. I'm gonna grab this car key. I'm running outside. Okay, we're running outside because they're handcuffing me for no reason.
You can pretty much guess what happens from here. They detain the man, tell his girlfriend what's happening, have a short argument with her, and then take the man back to a patrol vehicle. On a search of the man's pockets, a collection of pills and powders were found on him and confiscated. Both men were hit with a felony shoplifting charge, as well as a conspiracy to shoplift, while the other guy was also hit with another 2 drug trafficking charges. However, on the 21st of November of the same year, all charges were dropped against both suspects. A disappointing ending for sure, but this next shoplifting case has a much more satisfying conclusion, but not for the reason you may expect.
Hi, ma'am. Do you have stuff in your coat right now?
No.
No? Okay. Employees said they saw you stuff from your basket into your jacket.
No, I just put all my stuff back because I was supposed to be my other half here and he never showed up. I just tried calling him, actually.
Okay, so if we search your jacket, we're not going to find any items?
No.
I'll give you an opportunity right now to take everything out. But it's going to be your one and only opportunity.
If you take everything out right now, we won't even press charges. We'll just give you no trespass.
I think that's a fair deal.
Okay, fine. I have a hat and gloves.
All right, there we go.
I don't have an ID.
Do you have an address that you stay at? No. Are you working anywhere, Jamie?
Man, it's just cold outside. I don't have any money and I just wanted a hat and gloves. Right.
You don't have hat or gloves? I'll buy these for her.
Thank you. Are you serious? Thank you.
But don't do this, okay? I know it's tough, but there's other ways.
It's just...
Call us for help, all right? But if you come back in here, you're gonna get arrested.
I appreciate it. 947. Thank you so much.
Again, it's cold, but 947 ain't worth, you know, especially like if you're out on bond and stuff.
My ears are cold.
I get it.
It's not an excuse, but like...
I get it. But you know, call us for help. We have resources we can help you out with. You know, every contact with us doesn't have to be a bad thing. All right. Do you guys need anything else from us?
No, thank you.
Okay, sounds good.
No charges were pressed against the girl, and the police department applauded the officer for acting with true compassion. He dealt with this situation perfectly, something that can't be said of the officers in this next case.
Get out of the car now! Get out of the car!
In 2015, police pulled over a woman who was caught on CCTV shoplifting from a Walmart. But after a short talk with the cops, it's clear she had no intention of sticking around.
Step out here. Do you have any weapons on you? I don't have weapons.
Alright, you're being detained right now for shoplifting, okay? Listen, I'm explaining it to you right now. You're being detained for shoplifting, so we're going to talk about it, alright?
We didn't come out the door with you.
Okay, did you conceal merchandise inside the store?
Yeah, I wanted to post too.
After explaining what it is they're being charged with, the cops let one of the women back into her car to grab something. However, they seem to forget she still had her keys on her. This can only end one way.
Man, turn out the car! Get out of the car! Back up, back up! Back up! Back up, put in park! Put in park! Put in park! Get out of the car now! Get out of the car!
Somehow these cops allowed her to get into the driver's seat, put the keys into the ignition, and then simply drive away after ramming into one of their patrol vehicles. It's an impressive amount of negligence, but they can't stand around wondering how it all happened. They've got to give chase as soon as they possibly can. At this point, the Jeep had gained some serious distance, but it seems as though the driver isn't the best getaway driver, and the cops managed to close the gap in less than a minute.
Okay, I called the battery tires for
The shoplifter speeds down the road, dodging traffic as she goes. The cops stay hot on her tail, but struggle to box her in or stop her at all, and she continues to wreak havoc. Along with the use of a spike strip from the cops, all of this reckless driving has taken a toll on her car. It's driving slanted, there's parts of it hanging off, and her tires are literally starting to fall apart. As the chase goes on, it starts to get slower and slower, until eventually, it stops completely.
You got a gun? You got something?
Finally removed from the vehicle and put in handcuffs, putting an end to her rather spontaneous reign of terror. It was later discovered that she'd shoplifted over $2,000 worth of goods, a felony, but definitely nothing worth the charges she was hit with after her escape. She was sentenced to criminal conspiracy, assault and battery in the first degree, hit and run, and of course, shoplifting. She was sentenced to 7 years in prison. Shoplifters and those who steal are often people in tough spots and think they're left with no other choice than to risk it all and steal what they need to survive. With that logic, you'd think celebrities would be the last people to break the law, as they've got so much on the line. But as you're about to see, that's not always the case.
I'm gonna punch on the first white boy I see in there.
On the 15th of December 2018, police pulled over a vehicle driven by Florida news anchor Farron Sally. When the cop realized who she was, he figured she'd be helpful and respectful, but he was about to get a huge reality check.
Hello, Miss. Officer Carter, Palm Beach Gardens Police Department. Reason why I'm pulling you over is because you're actually driving with no taillights. I believe you're only driving with your daytime driving lights on. And yep, they're completely off. There you go. Can I see your license, registration, proof of insurance, please? What's wrong?
You.
Why?
I don't feel like being pulled over.
I'm sorry?
I don't feel like being pulled over right now.
Okay.
My phone is not.
Well, you're the one driving without lights on, so.
Yeah, well, you're the one pulling me over right now.
Yeah, it's my job.
Yeah, well, okay, so you see my phone right now. So.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight, ma'am?
God, I've had one drink tonight.
Okay. Well, it's pretty strong smell coming off your breath.
Don't care what you have to say.
And when a cop notices a driver is acting this way, they just have to investigate further, something Farron is clearly not pleased about.
Carver, she roll her window up. Howdy, I believe you are impaired. I'd like to run some roadside sobriety tasks on you, make sure you're good to drive, okay?
Absolutely, I think I'm just fine to drive, sure. Let's do it.
We've already seen a huge amount of entitlement from the news anchor, but it's actually just a fraction of what's to come. It picks up as the field sobriety tests begin, as she clearly believes that this is completely unnecessary.
What did you mean by I have enough, or I have what I need right now? What does that mean?
It means that I know that I'm capable of driving. Okay. I know that I'm a responsible citizen, and I know that however many cops it is that you have right now are unnecessary for the task that you are privileged with at this moment.
Okay. All right. Come stand over here. You ready to begin?
Ready to begin.
Go ahead and begin.
May I turn around now?
Like I instructed you. Alrighty.
Investigation.
Come over here. Can you step out here some?
Do I need to walk the line as I step
No, just step out here. We're done with the line.
All right, just check it. Hey.
I appreciate you checking, okay?
Absolutely, Mr. Carver.
Farron is clearly being facetious here and trying to skirt the line of disrespect, but moments later, she decides to take it just a step further.
I want to know what I can do to end this public humiliation at this point.
It's not public humiliation. I'm over here conducting a DUI investigation.
Well, here's what I'm going to ask of you. Can we go to a side street? I am a public figure.
Okay.
I find this very publicly humiliating. Now, we'll continue whatever it is that you need us to do.
I'm sorry.
But I'm asking
I cannot take you to another location.
Okay. Well, it was worth a try because we're on PGA Boulevard and I am a public figure.
We're not on PGA Boulevard. Okay.
We're close enough to it, darling.
Okay. Stand over here, just on the other side.
Okay.
Can you please get in your vehicle?
Watch out, they may shoot you even though you're not black.
Okay, that was a very racist comment.
With all these snide and entitled comments, she's really not doing herself any favors in the eyes of these cops. And that's not even mentioning the direct insults she starts giving the cops next.
You know your alphabet from A to Z, correct?
Yes, I know my alphabet from A to Z.
Highest level education.
I have a master's degree. What do you have?
Okay. Go ahead and stand with your feet together.
What did you have?
Bachelor of Science. Thank you very much.
There we go.
Feet together.
Hey, high
arms out at your
five.
seat.
We're on the same page. It's okay.
Feet together, arms out at your side.
Maybe when we lose our hair, we lose the ability to high five.
That's right. When I say left or right, you're going to extend that finger out in front of you. You're going to touch the tip of your finger to the tip of your nose. You understand?
Yes.
Left. Right. Alright. Put your hands behind your back. Placing you under the arrest for driving under the influence of alcohol.
What have I done? I've passed every test.
Listen. You have given me indication through your roadside sobriety task that you are impaired.
I'm a cocky son of a gun, but I've passed all these tests. No, hold on. I know I'm cocky, and forgive me for that.
Everyone should know that you can't be cocky and flippant and then beg forgiveness when things don't go your way. And the cops are now ready to treat her with exactly the same amount of respect as she showed them. But Farron has one last entitled trick up her sleeve to try and get out of this.
I'm a model citizen. You're making a scene right now in front of an area where I'm on TV. Oh my God, please just walk me away. Oh my God, Bush. I'm not a bad person. You're arresting me. You're arresting me a mile away from my job. Where I've interviewed your own police chief.
Did you have any of the drinks with her tonight?
I had a few drinks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Of course. I mean, look. If there's evidences, DUI, my hands are tied. Okay. No. I see her all the time on TV every morning. Okay, that's my main news that I watch. Okay, she shouldn't be acting that way. If she's in the public eyes, like us, she shouldn't be acting that way. Okay? She's starting nothing but giving attitude, right?
I said to her right away.
Even Farron's fiancé agreed that her behavior was unacceptable and admitted that they had a few drinks that night. So Farron was taken back to the jail to take a breath test where the legal limit is .08, and she blew a .079. She passed by exactly 0.001%, leading all charges against her to be dropped. Despite it being almost a guarantee that she was over the legal limit, she quickly resigned from her position. The silver lining is that Farron didn't try and get violent in her stop. The same can't be said for the next entitled celebrity, a rapper whose first thought after being arrested was to assault the police.
I'll spit on every fucking nurse in that bitch. I'll make you charge me.
On the 7th of July, 2022, rapper Boosie Badass and his friend were pulled over by Georgia police for having a concealed license plate and tinted windows. Initially, the stop started out well, but got out of hand quickly as soon as the cop decided to lay down the law.
Who's the registered owner of this car, man? You are? Okay. You got your ID on you, man? So the reason I pulled you over is because you're tagged, okay? Alright, I'll be right back. Let me check things out, okay?
Yeah, they're from the party.
I think we should move it over there because we're about to get deep in.
They're here. That's some marijuana right here.
Alongside the tint and license plate, the cop also smelled marijuana in the vehicle and decided to detain the two occupants and bring them to a safer spot. This is where things started to kick off.
Alright, is there any marijuana in that car, man, or any other drugs in the car?
Nah, I was smoking the blunt, bro.
Okay. Bro, you're good? I got you. As long as you're honest with me, I'm honest with you, okay? Stand by.
I can't keep going through this, though, bro. Like,
we just got all the press.
I can't, bro. I don't need no loan. I don't do shit, bro.
Is it legal?
Bro, I gotta go to y'all security and file charges, man. It's harassment. It's every day.
A quick search of the vehicle reveals multiple packages of marijuana and, frankly, a huge wad of cash. But in the time it takes them to search the whole car, Boosie starts to get mad.
Fuck all the shit up. I'm like that. I go in there and fight the police. Every fucking body. Cause I'm tired, bro. I want everybody down here bad first. I'll spit on every fucking nurse in that bitch. I'm gonna make you charge me. I'm gonna show you how I get down when I get locked up. I'm gonna show you how I get down. I'm gonna make them bitches whoop me. They gonna get a charge. I'm gonna make them whoop me. When these cops come out, I'm gonna put them in their shit. Then I'm going out like a gangster. You gotta knock my fucking teeth out, buddy. And you gonna get sued like a dog. I'm gonna show them how I get down and be off. Why? I'm gonna punch on the first white boy I see in that bitch. I swear I'm going on my damn break. Any nurse, I'm gonna spit on that bitch.
This monologue continues for about 5 minutes as the cops finish the search of their car, with Boosie only switching his attention to the officers when they find a packet of pills in his glove compartment.
William. Yeah, oh man, I tell you that. You may never birth control pills or something for one of my bitches. That's all. Birth control pills or something for my bitches. You know bitches can't get pregnant from me. Yeah, I got a lot of hoes sucking in my house right now. Yeah. I got like 35 hoes sucking in my house right now. If anybody want they suck, let me know. Bitch, I'm ready to fight. I take off the, I could fight. I would throw them bitches within the office. All you do is take off their bag and they gun. And I'ma throw them bitches with you in the parking lot. I'm like that, man.
Now, obviously, this whole spiel that Boosie is on is an image thing. He knows this all is being recorded, and he's only being rowdy and shouting to make sure his audience knows he's tough. So despite his early threats to spit at and fight the cops, they decide to handle the situation like this.
So, just listen. This is what we're gonna do.
Listen. Just listen to him.
Alright. I'm gonna give you a citation for marijuana. Alright?
For the smell of marijuana.
No, we found
crumbs on the floorboard.
There's some bags. There's 2 bags. Alright? I'm gonna give you a citation for legislative. And that's it. Alright? I'll let y'all be on about your business. Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take
take the handcuffs off. You're gonna sit in the car.
I just need y'all to relax, man, okay?
If you let me go, just let me go. I'm going to file charges right now. I'll be up.
And it's as simple as that. The pair were sent on their way with a citation for the obscured license plate and marijuana. And nobody was hurt in this dangerously rowdy situation. But if Boosie's case was a rowdy one, Marshawn Lynch's was probably as far in the other direction as you could go when the cops found him literally asleep at the wheel.
Still sleeping?
Yeah.
Cops found former Seattle Seahawks player Marshawn sleeping in his car that was in undrivable condition. The side wheel had no rim or tire, and the passenger side tires were about to fall off. Officers could smell the alcohol in the vehicle, and given the state of both Marshawn and his car, had to assume that he'd been driving under the influence, had an accident, and then fell asleep at the wheel. However, the officers couldn't investigate any further if he didn't get out of the car, which Marshawn refused to do.
He was spitting.
Okay, hold on. Did you run it? Live in?
Morning. How are you? Is this your car? It's not your car? Oh, whose car is it? Did you steal the car? Yes? We said you don't know whose car it is. Just asking.
Right now, the officers are at a complete loss. They've really got no idea how the car could have gotten into this state, and Marshawn is in a state that's honestly just confusing. As you may expect, the majority of this footage isn't the most exciting, so let's just skip to when the cops decide they've had enough and take matters into their own hands.
So here's the thing, okay? I'm not going nowhere. Right now, if you don't get out of the vehicle, you're going to be charged with obstructing an investigation. That is a criminal offense, and you will go to jail.
What kind of obstruction?
Obstructing.
What kind of obstruction? Yeah, we're not going to
There's not different kinds. There's only one kind.
Explain it to me.
Okay, because I've already explained it to you.
Because I'm
Failing to obey a command by an officer or lawful order is obstructing. So this is your last chance. Step out of the vehicle for us.
Everything is understandable.
Okay. So if you understand, go ahead and step out for us.
Is why will I not be pulled out?
There we go. All right. Go to get on your stomach.
Roll over. Hands behind your back. He does smell like alcohol. Oh, I do smell it. Yep.
When Marshawn decided not to get out himself, the best option was to just help him out a little. He was then taken back to jail and charged with DUI, driving an unregistered vehicle, and failure to drive in the travel lane.